What's up, guys? It is the Nostalgic Tunnel back with a brand new video. Today's review is going to be of a game from the Sega Genesis. We are talking about Socket. Socket is not a game that I've heard much about. In fact, I've never actually encountered another person in real life that has ever played this game. So Socket is a 2D platforming game for the Sega Genesis where you play as this duck character who kind of goes through the stages. A lot of people called it a Sonic clone. So, just saying that just to kind of give you an idea of what to expect. In the game of Socket, the game is basically to get this duck to the end of the stage before his electricity charge dies. Kind of like a battery, I would say. And that's kind of the best analogy that I can give you guys. But it's kind of like, it's a very entertaining game. It is a lot like Sonic, I will say that. There's a lot of ideas copied from Sonic. Even the first world kind of is almost like Sonic. And each world has two different types of levels in them. There are, I believe, athletic stages and endurance stages. One of them is like a typical 2D platforming game. One of them is more of a free play. But I would say all in all, Socket is actually a pretty good game. I played the game and ended up completing about half of it. But about halfway through, there was this one area that I could not figure out how to get past. I mean, I spent like an hour on it and I just gave up. I was just like, you know what? I can't get past this. I got far enough to be satisfied and to, get a feel of the game. But overall, I would say it's a pretty decent game. One thing that I dig is it does have some very, very unique worlds to it. The worlds are very unique, not things that you typically see in games. Like I've talked about before, the standard is like, Fire World, Ice World, Grass World. And Socket kind of has a few worlds that are kind of in their own category. So that's one thing that I was able to appreciate about the game. But overall, I would say it's a very fair game, and I'd recommend it. If you guys like Sonic, I think you guys would like Socket. And I just realized it has a very similar name to it as well. Kind of surprised that Sonic, the creators of Sonic, didn't sue. But anyway, thanks guys for checking out my review, and I will see you all in the next video.
And whatever you do, whether in word or deed, do it all in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God the Father through him. Colossians 3:17.